Hi, this is Matthew Robert Payne, and I hope you enjoy this. I had a person write me an email uh, based on my website. I sent a message through my website, and it says, "Hello, please, may I ask what you mean by a visit to heaven? Do you have a prophetic mantle or a group of workers in heaven that transmit prophecy to you? How do you hear from God? Because I've had some unpleasant experiences with prophecies. Thanks a lot." So this is a person who's found my website and written to my website, and I want to answer a couple of these questions for people on my YouTube and people who read my books. Um, I have never left my body on Earth and gone through the roof and through the galaxies and visited heaven like other people. Every time I visit heaven, I do so in my mind. I just see heaven in my imagination, and I can go to a person's place, or I can go to the throne room. I can do whatever I choose to do with my mind, and the Holy Spirit will guide me. So on on my website, I have a button which says people can go on a trip to heaven, and what I actually do is I take them to a scene that they can imagine in their mind, and that scene is a portal in heaven. And once they agree to what I say is happening in their mind, then they can see it. And I actually know after they confirm a couple of things that they're in heaven, and I take them on a guided tour of heaven. We normally go to a park where young kids are playing. They experience that many times. If it's a female, there's children there that were aborted by their mother or aborted by themselves, and they meet the child. Then we go to the person's place, or their relative's place, like their grandmother's place or their mother's place, and then we go to the throne room and meet Jesus. I've done that often. I don't particularly like doing that because there's a lot of glory in heaven, and it makes you feel really good. And yet, when you come back from the guided vision, it's like hitting the ground after being up in the air. It's like takes the wind out of your sails, and so it's very hard to come back to Earth and adjust to Earth. I find life on Earth pretty hard. So um, at the time, years ago, it used to cost me $160 to make a book cover, to pay the graphic artist, to pay a cover of my book. So I put a price on doing that as $160, saying to myself, well, at least I can pay for a book cover. I used to produce one new book a month, and if someone asked me for a trip to heaven once a month, then I could pay for the cover of the book. And by getting paid for it, it made me look forward to actually made me not get upset about going to heaven. Um, so, in answer to your second question, do you have a prophetic mantle or a group of workers in heaven that transmit prophecy to you? So, I have got a prophetic mantle. I am a prophet. I don't go boasting about my prophetic gift. I have done about 10 to 20,000 prophetic words for people. I'm pretty accurate with my personal prophecies. That's why I offer personal prophecies on my website. Um, I um, I know a lot of people in heaven. I know quite a number of people in heaven, and I could talk to someone over Facebook phone, and they could talk to a person from heaven through me, like a medium. But I only use that word because that's what the world understands. But I can like transmit anyone's voice from heaven. And but when I do go to heaven with a person and give them a guided tour, I allow them to hear, ask questions of the relatives or ask questions of Jesus. I allow them to hear it with their spiritual ears, so I don't spend my time bringing the voice of a saint or Jesus or God to them. They actually see God and they actually hear God for themselves. So they actually see their relative and hear their relative speak to themselves. How do I hear from God? I hear from God with my heart, with my spiritual heart, just like you hear your intuition. Um, the prophetic gift is a refining of your intuition, and the Holy Spirit speaks to your intuition, or God speaks to your intuition, and you're able to hear it and perfect that. I've been talking back and forth to God and Jesus for 30 years, so I recognize their voice. And so prophecy is typically just listening to what God has to say to a person. So I'd encourage you, if you're listening to this video, you're the person who wrote to me about this. Uh, this question from my website, I'd encourage you to request a prophecy on my website and see how God does. If you request a prophecy for $30 and I do the prophecy and it's not accurate and it's unpleasant, like you've said, the other prophecies have been, you can just write back to me and I'll refund the money. But I think I've done maybe 3 or 4, 500 prophecies like that, and I think I've refunded 3 people the money. So I'm pretty happy with my accuracy there. So I only made a video about this because my hands have got a tremor. It's hard for me to type, and I thought the video would be good for you to see. And I hope that that was an extensive answer. It's also an answer for people who watch my video and follow my YouTube channel. It's good information for people. My website is down below in the description tag. And if you'd like a trip to heaven or you'd like to request a personal prophecy, I hope that you can do that. God bless.